What is your number one issue for the 2014 session?
My number one issue has to do with education. It's just become really apparent that we have to embrace technology. We have to leverage technology. With the limited resources that we have, technology is the future. It is the way that our children learn. You know, they carry their devices everywhere. They are natives to technology. And if the legislature can be part of moving that forward, we should.
While education perpetually scores a top spot on the legislative priority list, the President of the Senate says there's another issue that's really been neglected: transportation.
What we've done by not addressing the funding of that is creating a buildup of need, which is going to be a real problem in the future if we don't address it now.
Right now, both transportation and education are subsidized from the general fund.
And so, and we've been robbing the general fund for so many years that we really can't do that anymore.
President Niederhauser says it's time we devise a plan to properly fund transportation. News that could spell relief for cities and towns trying to patch potholes and repair roads. Are there alternatives to the old gas tax?
Well, there's a lot of different options you can look at, and the gas tax is one of those. The vehicle registration fee is one. As we move away from gasoline-powered automobiles, which will be some time, we've got to look at a different way of funding the roads.
Speaker Lockhart says she's hearing the concern of local governments loud and clear.
We believe you. You've made the case. We believe you. And so that's what we're looking at. Without having a tax increase, how do we help the cities and counties? How do we help you have more revenues? And we do that through a distribution formula. We do that through maybe looking at the B&C formula, maybe transitioning the local governments off of the gas tax and onto a sales tax, or a portion of the existing sales tax, if you will, which gives you an inflationary growth factor, which is what I think will long-term help solve this problem.
Both the Speaker and President are considering many options, including HOV lanes, toll roads, user fees such as a fee on vehicle miles traveled, and active transportation options.
Well, I see more and more people on a bicycle. I'm a cyclist, have done it for many years, and when I'm out cycling today, there are many more people. Now, as far as a commute, we're going to have to change the infrastructure somewhat to make people feel like it's safe to commute on a bicycle, and there needs to be a way to improve how we do our transit. The reason why people don't use transit is because it takes twice as long to get to your destination as it does in an automobile, and that's got to change somehow.
And looking at the air we're breathing, President Niederhauser says something needs to change. So is the legislature the appropriate body to look to for change when it comes to air quality?
Well, I think we're the policy-making body for the state, and yes, that's where those issues should be debated, because this is not just a local issue, and this is not an easy question to answer, because 90% of the problem is the citizens.
It's a problem. No one's going to deny that. Overall, over the past 30, 50 years, our air quality in Utah is better. We're not burning coal in our homes for heat. All those our industries have gotten much, much cleaner. But it is a problem. When your children can't go out and play at recess, that's a problem.
But our citizens need to voluntarily come forward and conserve energy. Walk to church, walk to your neighborhood community rather than drive. Take some time. It'll not only help with clean air and our transportation issues, but it'll help your health.
Both the Speaker and President are working together to bring positive change this session. They acknowledge the system works best that way. As cities try to improve the quality of life for their residents, what would you like to see your local government partners doing?
I think what people really need is they need communication. They need to know what's going on in their community.
For the Utah League of Cities and Towns, I'm Susan Wood.